get back up. I had to get back up.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Set the tone, defense.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Hey, 19. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open.
So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Allen now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to not block it away and bring up second down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Allen, this one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and 5 now. Allen buying time to his left. And now he's going to use it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Allen off the bootleg. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. David Njoku, 65 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey. 4 down.
Chubb on the counter, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now Chubb. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.